In this video, you're going to learn how to rewrite literal equations, and what that involves is solving for a specific variable. We're going to go through 3 examples together. I'll show you how this works. So the first example, we've got 2x minus 3y equals 4z plus 5e, and we want to solve for the variable y. We want to get this y by itself on one side of the equal sign, and that's what it means to solve for it. Now, the way I like to think about it is, if I'm trying to get this y by itself, I'm here on the left side of the equation. I like to think about working from the outside in towards that y. So I would say to myself, what's furthest away from this y? It would be this 2x term, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of the equation, right? So if I do that, the 2x's are going to cancel. We're going to get negative 3y equals 4z plus 5e minus 2x. Okay, now working again, still from the outside in towards that y, I've got to get rid of this negative 3. Notice they're right next to each other, side by side. That means they're multiplied. We want to do the opposite, which is to divide both sides by negative 3. So if we do that, you can see that we've solved for our particular variable that we were interested in, y equals 4z plus 5e minus 2x divided by negative 3, and you got it. Now you could rewrite this in a slightly different fashion if you wanted. You could divide each of the terms individually by negative 3. That's another way to look at it, but this is a pretty good right there. So number 2 now, let's look at this one. This one's a little bit more challenging. It says solve for x, and notice that there's an x in this term here as well as in this term here. That's what makes this a little bit more challenging. So what you want to do is you want to get the variable that you're interested in on one side of the equation, everything else on the other side. So let's go ahead and get everything that has an x on the left side of the equation. The way I would do that is I would subtract 2ax from both sides. So if we do that, that comes out to 5x minus 2ax minus 3y equals 4z. Now we want to get this term that doesn't have an x in it to the other side by doing the opposite. So we're going to add 3y to both sides, and that gives us 5x minus 2ax equals 4z plus 3y. I usually put a little line through my z so it doesn't look like a 2. And now we're trying to get this x by itself, but because it's in these two terms, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor the x out. It's kind of like doing the distributive property backwards or in reverse. Okay, so I'm dividing it out. You can check your work if you distribute it back in. You'll get back to 5x minus 2ax. And then now what we want to do is we want to get this x by itself. Now notice it's right next to this 5 minus 2a, side by side. That means that they're multiplied together. What's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 5 minus 2a. And that term is going to cancel with that group. Okay, so now we're just left with x is equal to 4z plus 3y all over 5 minus 2a, and you got it. One last example, number 3, we've got a formula here you probably recognize. It's the surface area of a cylinder, and we're solving for h, meaning we're trying to get this h by itself on one side of the equal sign. So again, I like to think about working from the outside in towards the h. If I'm on the right side of the equation, what's furthest away from the h? It would be this 2 pi r squared term. So what we'll do is we'll subtract 2 pi r squared from both sides of our equation here. So if we do that, the 2 pi r squareds are going to cancel. We get s minus 2 pi r squared equals 2 pi r h. Okay, now still working from the outside in towards that h, you can see this whole group 2 pi r is right next to the h, right, side by side. That means that they're multiplied together. The opposite of multiplying we know is dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 2 pi r, and that's going to give us our h by itself. Now you can flip the equation. I think that's what I'll do here just to make it look a little nicer, just kind of read a little bit better. We're going to say the height, or h, is equal to s minus 2 pi r squared, all divided by 2 pi r, and you got it. So great job if you're able to follow these examples. If you want more practice, which I recommend, follow me over to that video right there and we'll do some more practice. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can try some of the examples on your own, and of course we'll go through them together. I'll see you in that video.